Look at you. No braces, all the internet you can handle. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is predictable, less painful, more comfortable. Invisalign.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Bronstein. We start tonight with a basketball player from Menlo.
The Paye family has been a part of the Menlo Park girls basketball scene for well over 2 decades. The youngest Paye is entering her senior year and is looking forward to one last year she gets to spend playing alongside her teammates and under her favorite coach. Basketball has always been a really big part of my life.
Menlo senior Georgia Paye was born to a basketball family.
I grew up in the gym. Like, my dad was a basketball coach. He owned his own sports club. He owned a gym for a little bit. So I grew up watching my sisters play.
Both of Georgia's older sisters played basketball at Menlo, and so did her dad, John, who is in his 20th season as the head coach. But Georgia admits she didn't completely buy in at first.
I think at the early beginnings, I didn't really like it. It was like something my sisters did, and my parents were kind of forcing me to do it, and I didn't think I was like really good at it. So I used to hate it. I used to hide in the bathroom, not go. And I think going into high school was a really special moment for me because I was just surrounded by a lot of support, and I felt really included in my team.
So George is a real special player who understands the nuances of the game. She's kind of a defensive specialist, but also a very good entry passer into the post, like kind of old school basketball. That's kind of how I got to play basketball at Stanford. Was I could always throw the ball inside, and my coaches said, "Good job, John."
John coached all 3 of his daughters at Menlo, not to mention his younger sister Kate, who's now an assistant coach on the Stanford women's team. John was a 3-sport athlete at Menlo, playing football, basketball, and baseball. He went on to play football at Stanford and was then selected by the 49ers in the 10th round. That was when his coaching career at Menlo began.
I was playing for the San Francisco 49ers when we went on strike in 1987, and we didn't have anything better to do, so Steve Young, my roommate and fellow quarterback, came here. We coached the 87-88 Menlo girls basketball team. And then when we went back to work, I was put on injured reserve because I had a bad shoulder, so I continued to coach while Steve went on to play.
We've never had a toxic dad and daughter relationship when it comes to basketball. It's normally been pretty neutral, and I think he has done a good job about keeping them pretty separate, but it's always been a positive thing in our relationship. It's something fun for us to talk about.
Basketball is also something Georgia gets to share with her older brother, Jack.
He's been at home my whole life. So I have 2 older sisters, but he's stayed with me while my sister's gone off to college and the rest of their lives. So it's really nice having him always there, and especially at basketball games. He's always there for support. He's always normally the loudest. He's always there to high five you when you got on the bench. He's always there, and it's really nice having that constant support.
It's been so neat to see how well the girls have treated him at each of his different eras, knowing all of my oldest daughter's teammates and middle daughters, and it's just been really neat having a special needs son and having everyone kind of being accepting of it. I commend my community that I live in because they've been very accepting towards Jack Paye. Who do you always like to watch? You said, Dad, turn on what game?
Menlo versus Pinewood.
And who won that game, Menlo versus Pinewood, that we always show all the time?
No, Menlo won.
Yeah, Menlo won that one. That's right. Yeah, we like that.
Menlo won that one.
Yeah, we like that one. We watch that one a lot.
John has coached 4 Menlo teams to state championships, the latest being in 2018 when Georgia was a sophomore.
To win it was unbelievable. I couldn't tell you a memory from the game. I was just blacked out. It was a really proud moment, I would say. I was really proud of my team and everything that we've done. I was proud of my coaches, myself. Every person that helped put together a team was definitely a group effort, and it was definitely an honor to say that and hear that. So.
The neatest thing I think about sports is when you do something that's not expected. So in 1989, the Menlo team wasn't expected to win, and we won the state championship. And then this last one that we won in 2018 with Georgia's team, that was unexpected too. I also kind of draw the analogy of maybe the San Francisco 49ers when the 49ers, we won our first Super Bowl. No one was expecting it, so there was all this excitement. So pretty much I got to live that twice, in 1989 for Menlo girls basketball, and then even more so with my daughter in 2018.
I think it was really special. Like, my dad obviously has so many accomplishments and is very successful in the sports realm. So to have like a little part of that was really special, and I'm really honored to share that with him. And I also have like two older sisters that have played basketball and have their own accomplishments. So it was something special to have just between me and my dad, and have to myself. So
Georgia is ready for her senior season. One last season for memories like these, and one last year playing for her biggest fan. Georgia chose not to pursue collegiate basketball, but she hopes to play for some intramural teams. So this season will truly be her last ride.
And hopefully there will be a season.
Yes.
We'll talk a little bit more about that later on.